A warm welcome to AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital territory. I am Gracious Ogun. The United Nations Department for Safety and Security has alerted Nigeria on the likelihood of impending terrorist activity and attacks against critical national infrastructure and high-value targets in the country. The agency implored Nigeria to ensure all security risk management measures are urgently reviewed and fully implemented. Meanwhile, in honor of Nigeria's First Lady Aisha Buhari, the Women's Championship and Awards International will host the swimming tournament and award ceremony later this year, in recognition of the First Lady's achievement championing the cause of vulnerable women in the country. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control this Friday confirmed 288 new cases of COVID-19 in 14 states across the country and the Federal Capital Territory, taking the national total to 5,445 cases. Nigeria so far has recorded 1,320 recoveries and 171 deaths. In the same vein, the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Chikwe Hiyekwazu, at the briefing of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, said the federal government will work with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund and the National Universities Commission to boost its response to the COVID-19 pandemic through research. Similarly, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation and Chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Barrister Bas Mustapha, this Friday said a sum of $2 million, equivalent of 791.1 million naira, has been donated to the Eradication Support Account to combat COVID-19. He added that the Office of the Accountant General has published details of the monies received this far. In a related development, Beijing state-controlled Global Times have condemned Prime Minister Boris Johnson's response to COVID-19. The newspaper accused him of prioritizing the economy over virus control. Meanwhile, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Nigeria this Friday handed over a property fortified by former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Desiani Alison Madukwe, to the Lagos state government for use as an isolation center. We'll take a short break now. When we return, British researchers to train dogs to detect COVID-19. Coming ahead, Nigerians in Thailand to pay before being evacuated. Stay with us. Details coming shortly.
Taking responsibility means having to care for a suspected COVID-19 patient. Here are some of the precautions you can take as a home caregiver. Isolate the patient away from the rest of the family, preferably in a separate room or quarters. Wear a medical mask when you're in the same room as the ill person, and don't touch the mask or your face during care. Discard it afterwards. Frequently clean your hands with soap and water or an alcohol-based rub, especially after you've touched the ill person or their surroundings. Use dedicated dishes, cups, utensils, towels, and bed linens for the sick person, and take note of frequently touched surfaces by the ill person and clean and disinfect them regularly. And most importantly, call your state hotlines or the NCDC immediately if the person worsens or experiences difficulty breathing. My name is Dr. Ola Brown.
This message is brought to you by the United Nations in conjunction with the federal government of Nigeria.
You're welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Updates. The British government has set aside 500,000 euros for research into possible non-invasive ways for dogs to detect the coronavirus early. This new study will look at how Labrador and Cocker Spaniel can be trained to detect COVID-19 in people. In the same vein, the federal government of Nigeria has asked evacuees stranded in Thailand to pay $773 for accommodation and feeding ahead of their arrival in Nigeria. The Nigerian mission in Thailand has been directed not to airlift any evacuee who fails to pay the fees. Meanwhile, Slovenia's Prime Minister Janez Janša, while addressing Parliament this Thursday, declared an end to COVID-19 in the country after authorities confirmed less than 7 new coronavirus cases in Slovenia each day for the past 2 weeks. Slovenia is the first country in Europe to proclaim an end to the COVID-19 pandemic. In a related development, Governor of Anambra State, Nigeria, Willie Obiano, has begun aggressive contact tracing in the state after its second positive case for coronavirus. The governor said the 2 testing centers established in the state will start functioning from next week. Meanwhile, the Seychelles National Assembly has passed a law banning corporal punishment in the home, adding that the law, however, does not take away the right of parents to discipline their children. That's it on AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4 TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Gracious Ogun.